Hey, Adam Culbertson here. Before we begin, we got a promo from another independent podcast, so when you finish this episode, make sure you go and check them out.
Hi, excursionist. I'm Nari. Do you know that stories have a way of taking you into a different world? Why don't you join me at the Into the Night Anthology podcast? We present you with bite-sized stories that make you question what you thought you knew. I may have something that would interest you. Everything gets old. So someday, as long as it's cared for, any item will become an antique that includes you and me, and sometimes terrify you with what you didn't.
What's happening? This can't be real.
You can see us, but you are powerless to stop us.
Bring a friend along when you find us on your favorite podcast directory, and make sure to follow us on Twitter at Into the Night Pod so you never miss an episode. Remember, you should never wander these twisted paths alone. In fact, look, the first path is just ahead. Are you ready? Follow me.
Steal your mind for eldritch horrors of the universe unknown. For what is to follow is a tale of intrigue, mystery, and madness. You're listening to Microphones and Monsters.
So Aleister pressed a mechanism on the cat, and then the room started changing. And then after which we lost track of Finley, and Finley's gone.
Yep.
Okay. I guess press it again. I don't really know what else to do. Nothing is attacking us, which is good.
Okay, very well. Well, I'm about to press it, so be ready.
And where are you standing, Julian?
Right where the same spot that Finley was standing at.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Is everyone ready?
Yes.
I hope so, because I'm pressing it now. And he'll go ahead and try and flip the eyes back around.
Yeah, so the eyes flip back around, and Julian, the ground moves underneath you and spins around, and yeah, you're in a hallway.
Okay.
When you turn around away from the wall.
Wait. Is it like the wall did a 360 and I went on the other side of the wall?
It did a 180. Yeah.
Was it enough time for me to get out like a yelp or something?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could have.
I'm assuming we weren't all staring.
It was
at
pretty
the
quick.
Walls, like, would I have been able to see? Like, let's say I was looking
like
at
Victor.
Aleister, would I have been able to see?
If you
Julian,
were looking,
I probably would have been looking at Julian if he's in the same spot Finley was at.
No.
Did I see this happen?
Were you looking at Julian, or were you looking at Aleister turning the eyes?
I'm gonna say I was looking at Julian because Aleister barely gave any notice, and Julian and I had been talking. So I'm looking in that direction. Do I see the wall turn around and eat Julian?
Yeah, and it turned pretty quick too, and it looks like you saw Julian, and he looked kind of like startled, but then he's just gone.
Aleister, Julian's gone.
Dude,
yes.
Do we have our boxes? In
Oh well, I did.
Yeah,
I just suppose
yeah,
it
we
was a
do.
little more quiet.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up and touch my ear and be like, my earpiece and be like, Julian, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. The wall turned.
Yeah, I noticed. Do you see Finley?
Do I see Finley?
You don't see Finley, but you do see footprints that go down the hallway that they're definitely Finley's size.
I think I see where he went. It looked like he went this way.
All right.
Well, Victor, would you like to join him?
I think maybe both of us should. Do you think you can activate that thing from across the room?
Well, let me see.
I
know
think
you can
would
do
be
that.
able to, actually.
That teleport thing.
You can do Dimension Door, right?
Well,
I guess that takes
how
a spell
far is
slot.
that wall? How far is that wall in comparison to where the statue's at?
The mage hand can be up to 30 feet away from me.
Okay. I was gonna say either mage hand it or use one of your wraps.
Oh yeah, and yeah, I could use my wraps. That's true.
Mhm.
Because the wraps have a 40-foot range. Is 40 feet long enough to turn the eyeballs on the cat?
I would say the 40 would be long enough. Yeah, the 40 would be long enough.
Okay.
And Aleister's tail's 40, but he is not willing to try and do that with like standing on a spinning platform like that because he wants to keep his tail. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not as worried about the wraps. The
Actually,
wraps generally
I'm
do a
gonna
good job
rewind. Oh, okay.
Okay.
You're not worried about the reps. Continue.
I don't.
Sorry.
I feel like the wraps.
I mean,
are
the
kinda-
wraps, they could probably slip through.
do a pretty good job of taking care of themselves. Like they can go in and come out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Hello,
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so I'll be like,
Julian will be right there.
and I'll say,
Aleister, get over here.
I see what's going to happen, and I'm immediately going to step forward.
Yeah.
away
So you're
from
not
the
on
sliding
the.
wall
Yeah. Yeah.
because I've seen the Scooby-Doo gag about 50 times.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you shoot your wrap across and flip the eyes, and it's just like your wraps like immediately come back to you and form back on your skin or as your skin.
yep, they slurp back, and then we spins around.
They unravel and then ravel back on.
They re-ravel.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't like the slurping connotation. Let's not do that.
It is flesh, moist flesh. Okay, but yeah, you do that,
No.
and
Anyway, it's
Aleister
airy,
and
it's
Victor,
dry.
My juicy wraps.
you spin around.
Gross.
You spin around, and you're in that hallway with Julian.
Hi.
Oh, hello.
Hey, I guess we'll figure out how to get out of here later. But we should.
We're
Yeah, you
smart
don't
like
need to
that,
get
aren't
out.
we?
Well, Aleister can do that thing where he can teleport, right?
Yeah, it's just himself.
Well,
though.
yes, and that gets me out, but I didn't know how you're getting out.
I thought.
I didn't
yeah.
know you were worried about us
We'll
getting out,
figure it out.
Aleister. This is so new. What character
he could-
development?
He could. You know.
You could go out and then turn the eyeballs.
Well,
makes
yes,
perfect
maybe,
sense.
but I don't know. We'll see.
you
I don't like
use
the
a teleport.
connotation of could. I like
Oh,
I
yeah,
like
you can do
will
that.
or would. The
Good.
phrasing is
All right.
very on edge now.
All right, so you're
It's
going
Aleister.
down the hallway.
Yeah, there's only one way down the hallway. There's no turns or anything like that. Straight down.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There's
Guess I'll
stairs
do
up
that.
and
You
down,
see-
and there's a bunch of doors.
No, so y'all
Yeah.
are following Finley's footprints,
Yes.
and Finley's footprints end in the middle of a hallway.
Okay. I'm
They're
gonna
in
take
the
this-
hallway.
Okay.
This does
Going
feel
to-
very
okay.
Scooby-Doo. Like, I
Does
can
the
just
hallway
hear the
continue
music.
on,
that,
or is it like a
boom,
dead end?
Yes,
Boom.
it does continue on.
boom, boom, boom,
Okay.
boom, boom, boom.
I'm gonna. Can I do a perception check just to see if I notice anything
Yeah.
unusual in this part of the hallway?
Yes.
20.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
20.
Like
Well, I
Yeah,
didn't
not like
roll
a nat 20?
I rolled a 10, and I have a
Oh.
plus
Oh.
10 on perception.
oh, nice. I was
Nice.
gonna say, damn son.
Well, that 20, you notice off in the distance his footprints start again, which makes you question the area that doesn't have footprints on it. And it does look like that it is a pressure plate.
Oh, okay. So like as we're walking, I'll like see the footprint stop, and I'll be like, wait, and then I'll look and I'll see it, and I'll I forgot words. Crouch. I'll crouch down, and I'll look at the floor, and I'll be like, yeah, words. And I'll be like, I can see Finley's footprints over there, but there's some sort of plate here. I don't.
And he disappeared.
I don't think we should step on this. Like, is it easy? Can we step over
It's
this
like
pressure plate?
a 20. It's like 20 feet.
It's a 20-foot pressure plate.
Like that area. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Is there anything like up above, like that maybe could be like latched onto, like some kind of ledge or a sconce or something like that?
We got a whip. We can just whoosh and then swing across.
Yeah, there you go. I'm sorry, my friend.
I am wearing a fedora.
Yeah, so
Toss me the rip.
Whip.
like as you've been walking, there's like some little like cubby holes. It looks like where dead bodies would be stored.
But like nothing like up above, like on the ceiling.
Not on the ceiling. There's nothing on the ceiling. It does look like the mechanism would would trigger the ceiling actually dropping down and crushing whoever steps there.
Oh, well, that's useful.
Okay.
Yeah, and terrifying.
All right. Victor's gonna say, step back a few feet, and then like guide the guys back, and then Victor is going to 1 second. I just have to look at my inventory. Question: I have all of the inventory that I had before, right? I just don't necessarily know exactly where it came from. If it doesn't make sense. Okay, so Victor's going to pull out
fire extinguishers
the
and
rock
everything
that was made out of the ooze from Dread Tech, from the parking garage that solidified into a rock.
Yeah,
and he's going to toss the rock onto the pressure plate.
The desiccated.
Oh,
because I picked it up and it went in my inventory and I wrote it down.
How heavy would that be?
That's a good question. How heavy would
it was an entire
a desiccated
ooze,
slime
be?
be?
It went down into a rock. I thought it was big enough to where it would be like a big size rock. You know.
I don't remember any of this.
Yeah, so it triggers you throw it out and you hear chunk and like the ceiling comes down and just goes boom, like just slams down on the ground. And then it starts coming back up and raising back up into its position, and that slime rock is just crushed.
Okay. How long does it seem like it's going to take for that thing to go up?
It's pretty quick. Like it's not very long.
Okay, because I didn't know if we'd be able to sprint underneath it. Of course, I don't know if it'll just drop if we touch the pressure plate again either. So,
yeah.
So I'll just turn around to the other ones and I'll be like, "Don't step on the floor over there." So you mentioned there were like little alcoves along the wall, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Are they close enough together where one could step around the floor in the hallway? Because I'm assuming I can see the triggered pressure plate area, and it doesn't extend into those alcoves.
It doesn't really look that like the openings they don't look like time has treated them well.
Okay, so we couldn't use those to step around the floor.
I mean, you could try. Like your perception would tell you if something falls off of it, it's going on the floor.
Okay, I got it.
Like, penalty of failure seems pretty high.
Yeah.
Okay. And is there anything that something could latch onto, and hook to,
let's sort of up. Like if
you were talking, asking the same
like
question
I have a grapple
Richard
gun.
was. No, there's nothing to latch onto on the ceiling.
Okay. Cross out my ooze rock there.
Well, only cross it out temporarily.
Yeah, because you're in a dream.
Okay, well, whatever.
He doesn't know that.
Well, yeah, you don't know that, but yeah.
I don't know how it works.
I just
And I don't either, but I'm just telling you because you may need to be able to put it back.
yeah.
That rock made out of an ooze could be very important later.
Hey, you never know.
Otherwise, why
man.
would you keep it?
Think about how many more traps you could trigger with it.
Yes.
One more.
Well, depending on the trap.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, depending on the trap. If it's not a trap that completely obliterates something that triggers it, then it can probably be used again.
Yeah. Does anybody have any ideas on getting past this?
Well,
Not
I suppose we
really.
could always try this, and Aleister will just open up and start shooting some blasts into let's just do it into the wall.
Okay, you're just shooting the wall.
Yeah. Maybe try and see if we can kind of open up the little cubby holes a little more. Kind of
so
give
we
a
could
space that, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're destroying the wall.
Yeah. At least trying to.
Okay. All right. Yeah. And you got 3 blasts now?
3 blasts now.
All right. So you're just like, pow, pow, pow. Pow, pow, pow. It takes about 3 attacks to really
Laser light show.
wreck this wall. And it's just every time you do it, rocks are like stone is falling on the trap. And it's just like,
crumbles and
boom,
it keeps...
just crushing the stone.
The amount of noise we're making is just spectacular.
Yeah, it's a lot of noise. But
I'll
he
ask one more
carves out
time. Okay. It carves out. Never mind.
Do I know?
I was just going to ask, now that we've seen it go up and down a few times, is it feasible that it could be sprinted under after it was triggered? That was my.
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
No,
Okay.
it's actually pretty quick. Like it's yeah.
Cool.
But so there probably at least seems like enough space there that I can comfortably get over into the cubbies and just kind of walk alongside the hall and to the other side basically.
Yeah, it would be a little bit harder for the other 2 to do that, but yeah, it's comfortable for Aleister to get past.
Well, Aleister is going to go ahead and get past.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you're able to get past. No problem.
Okay. Is the first alcove close enough to where we could experiment and see without just getting crushed immediately if we slip? So like we could
going
roll
into
something.
the hole that Aleister created in the wall.
Yeah. Just is it safe enough to try to see if we have the coordination to do what Aleister did, or is it too unsafe because we're larger and we would if any slip would obviously knock us down into getting smush? Victor don't want to be smushed.
Aleister, would you be looking around on the other side?
I would be looking around, and I've actually kind of got a thought myself. If potentially there's maybe a spot higher up, some kind of ledge or something that looks sort of sturdy, kind of on their side of that gap. I know that sounds really awkward, but I'm trying not to just flat out say what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
Like a spot that's higher for them?
Like something that's higher up on their end, maybe a higher up cubby hole that's maybe not really damaged, that a part of it maybe looks like it's maybe intact and sturdy.
Well, what are you trying to do? I'm not understanding.
What I'm basically wanting to try and do is use my tail in its extended form as kind of a rope of sorts.
Okay, so they can use their hands for the top for a ledge and then walk on your tail?
Whatever way works. Because I should have the requisite strength to allow them to be able to do that.
With those gauntlets, you would, I would think.
Right.
Yeah. He's got the gauntlets of strength or whatever, or the cat footies of strength.
They're the kitten mittens of ogre
Mittens
strength.
of ogre power.
Ogre power, that.
Yeah.
Kitten mittens.
But something that I could kind of latch onto at the end of my tail to make sure that it's like kind of secure and I can keep it taut.
Yeah, there's something you could grab onto to do that. That's still intact, that wasn't destroyed by your blast.
Yeah. Because, I mean, definitely, like, the blast that I was aiming would have been lower down, like, not like, I'm just going to destroy the whole wall.
Yeah. Yeah, so something that's on the other side that's not over the pressure plate, yeah, you can grab on the other side of them. Yeah. Because you would have that extra length to be able to do that. You would just have to be on a higher ground on the other side.
Well, either that or I could be a little further away.
Be further away.
If the pressure plate is like 20 feet like across, like I could be like another 20 feet down the hall.
Okay, yeah.
And that way, in theory, like where they would be out from over the pressure plate, it would be about like halfway up.
And y'all could basically just hand shimmy your way across Aleister's flaming tendril tail.
Yeah, well, it's not actually
on fire. It doesn't actually burn. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It just looks like it's on fire.
I'm just talking about for visual.
Yeah. I'm good with that.
Okay. Yes. Well, I do have an idea for you getting over here. Just stand back a second and let me make sure that I can appropriately do this. And he'll kind of like get to a good distance, like shoot his tail out there, like grip on. Like get it to a good distance, kind of pull on it a little bit, make sure that it's like secure, tight, like it's not going to just like slip as soon as one of them steps onto it.
All right.
Because he doesn't want his tail to get squashed either.
Yeah.
That hurt. And then Victor.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I thought you'd done it already.
I
was just going to jump on the tail.
Okay, this should be safe enough for you to be able to cross.
All right, now Victor, we'll grab the tail and and just Victor will swing his legs up onto it as well, and then just shimmy across with like his legs and his hands, like his hands pulling his legs behind him across the gap, and then drop down and be like,
"All right,
thank you,
Julian."
I guess I'll say thank you too. This is all very strange and very waiting for something to go horribly wrong.
He was just waiting for his opportunity to get rid of Julian. He's just going to drop the tail as soon as Julian gets on.
Like you can even get creative with the suit to get across it. Like,
Well, I don't want to expend spells.
No. I'm talking about you using Aleister's tail and using the suit to be creative to get across on Aleister's tail. Like you don't have to hand over hand. Like I'm sure, like with your suit, you'll be able to do something.
It is.
Yeah.
Or his style could have been run along the wall because it's only 20 feet, but I didn't think of that until after.
You just didn't remember, that's all.
Nope.
How would I do that?
Like you turn your arms and legs into like a pulley, like not a pulley, but like a
like
into some wheels.
Got a history with pulleys.
No pulleys. One person will not use pulleys in this campaign or any other campaign. No, I'm thinking. I don't know how this would work, but like I somehow want to do like some sort of like I want to do some sort of like winch thing. Like like attach it to my chest and then like raise myself up like the winch on a truck. I don't know how
Not the
that
winch
would
at the
work,
bar.
though. I just have that imagery and I think it's funny.
So you're gonna like zip line. You're gonna like hook yourself to it and zip line across. Yeah, it makes sense because he's at a kind of diagonal. So you would be able to hook yourself up and like zip line across Aleister's tail.
Yeah, that's wow.
Just make sure to keep your feet up at the end.
Yes.
Keep your feet.
Well, with the suit I can.
No, you have the suit, yeah.
If it's not the suit, that'd be a problem. Guys, you have to tie my legs. Just like have my legs like on the zip line as well as my hands as I go.
Yeah.
So
that's
yours
awful.
is just like an automated version of mine.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like yeah.
You have style,
Yeah.
I have science. That's how it works.
Yeah.
I mean, they're practically the same.
Yeah.
and Aleister has magic.
Mhm.
It's like
All right, so you're able to zip line across. So you're basically able to zip line across Aleister's tail, and y'all beat the trap.
Yay, we didn't
Yay.
die.
Could Victor have just run across the wall?
We didn't die yet.
Or was it too like holy? I got 60 feet of movement speed.
I feel like
just need
I
to
feel like
know.
you probably could have just long jumped it if you wanted to.
Yeah.
I'd thought about that, but the last time I tried to jump, everyone said no, you jump normal, and so I didn't want to try that. I guess I was.
Well,
from
you would have
standstill
had a
time.
running start. Like you could have had a running start to leap,
Yeah,
but that would be a dexterity check.
yeah. And while I have a +4 dex mod, I don't want to risk just getting smush.
Yeah.
All right,
is
but
bad.
y'all are past
No
it.
smush.
Y'all are past that.
Yes.
We're past
We
it.
got
We're
past
past it now.
We're
We've
past the
succeeded the
trap.
trap.
No,
We did
no
it.
what ifs. Y'all succeeded.
No, the what ifs
Okay.
are for another
Excellent.
time.
Yeah.
Here's a good what if
All right.
episode. Like, what if the team got completely squashed by that one trap?
Save it for morons.
Okay, so we're going to continue
Goodness,
down
Barnes.
and continue following Finley's footsteps down this hallway as if he's not the big bad guy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right, so y'all actually start seeing an opening at the end of the hallway. And it looks like it opens out into a larger area. And yeah, y'all see Finley in the room.
Hello, Finley.
Oh, see, there he is. Safe and sound.
And then y'all walk into the room and Finley's like, "Oh, you startled me." Like I don't know how I got in here, but glad you guys found me.
Yeah.
Insight check. I rolled
Yeah,
a
was about
nat
to say,
20
for-
on my insight check.
Oh my god. An
Insight check. I rolled a 20. I'm nat 20.
It's not like blatantly obvious to you, but you're not trusting this kid.
Okay.
Victor.
That's Victor. Okay, yeah. Is that before or after I rolled the
Victor is
insight check?
suspicious.
That's after that is your insight.
Yeah.
check.
My
Yeah.
insight, my nat 20
Just don't
insight is
trust
I don't
him.
trust what he's saying.
Yeah.
He's untrustworthy.
Okay.
It's not it's not blatant, like there's not blatant signs there, but there's something about it that you're not trusting.
Okay. Got it.
I mean, he had
so-
a high roll too. So
Okay.
It's not like you can necessarily point out, well, here's the flaw in your logic, and that's why you're wrong.
yeah.
But it's like you
Right.
definitely
Okay.
get the feeling there's something very off about what he's saying.
So from
Yes,
this
yes.
point forward, or at least like you have a high insight on him that's going to carry for a little bit.
Okay. So
With that nat 20.
He'll have said, "Oh, I'm not. I don't know how I got here or whatever." And Victor's going to be, "What do you mean you don't know how you got here? You were in the room with us. You went behind a wall. You got past a 20-foot trap. Finley, what's going on?"
Oh, well, I mean, I have this, and he pulls out a like a wand, and he pokes himself with it, and he just starts hovering off the ground. He's like, "Oh, I pushed off the wall and just floated across."
That seems fairly useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you
Well, I
get
didn't
that?
want to. Oh, I found it in the market.
You found it.
Well, I kind of took it one day, but it allows me to look at ruins without disturbing anything.
Okay. I mean, I guess that checks out.
Finley, who'd you take it from?
Well, I mean, it was just some
Some yak folk vendors.
Yeah. The Stout Hearts have a stall in the market.
Well, that one's 3,000 gold. I can't just give it to you.
Where'd it go? It was right here. Oh.
I mean,
I don't know. Maybe it floated away.
now, to be honest with you, I stole it, but I don't know. Sometimes you just got to take stuff to get by, and I'm lucky I got this job.
Finley, did you take the gem from the temple?
Oh no, it was gone when I looked in there.
I was going to take it, but somebody already did. You know, it is interesting that when switched behind a wall like he would just decide to go off exploring rather than try and figure out a way to get back through.
Finley, is your last name Belloc? Just curious.
Are y'all going to respond to Aleister?
No, I was waiting for Julian to finish, or Max to finish his joke.
My dumb movie references.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Aren't you a little worried or nervous to be exploring this place, knowing that an entire team of researchers just up and vanished and have not returned since?
No, I mean, like...
You mean no?
We got to find them somehow, right?
Well, that's our job. That's not your job.
Well, I'm helping you.
Yeah, but don't go off on your own. We've
I got separated from you, so I was looking for a way out or looking for the team.
All right, I figured you would yell or something as soon as you got separated, because that would
I tried yelling to you, but nobody responded, so I just continued on.
Can I insight check that? Because I didn't hear shit all.
Yeah. Y'all never tested the yelling through the wall or anything.
I rolled a 10.
Okay, yeah, there's nothing. But Victor, you're 20, since you nat 20 it carried over, and he's telling the truth.
He's telling the truth. So I've got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
wait, Aleister,
what is our lighting source here?
Your eyes.
Well,
and Julian's goggles.
So there are no actual sources of light.
No, there's no sources of light.
Interesting.
So Finley's standing there in the dark.
Yeah.
Okay.
How did you see in front of you? It's really dark in here.
Oh, I don't know. I've always been able to see in the dark.
What race is Finley? Like what?
He's human.
Species of people? Human?
I mean, he's human. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, as far back as I remember, I've always been able to see into the dark. And he's like, but look, guys, I found this thing.
This definitely seems very odd. I mean, every human I've ever met has been quite helpless in the dark.
Most of them are. What did you find, Finley?
Yeah. What? Yeah.
There's this pedestal, and it looks like some kind of button in the stone.
Hey everybody, Steven here with a public service announcement. If you ever need anyone to perform any sort of rudimentary problem solving, don't call me. Because apparently I couldn't figure out to run and jump. Anyway, lots of unusual stuff going on in this arc here. Apparently this little kid's got a magic wand that makes him fly and acting awfully reckless, just wandering off into the catacombs. I don't trust him. Victor don't trust him. I don't think anyone should trust him. That's my opinion. I feel like this is an untrustworthy child, and we really shouldn't let him get next to that button. Anyway, if you want to learn more about Microphones and Monsters, you can go to microphonesandmonsters.com, or Mics and Monsters, as some people like to type. We've got links to everything there. We've got links to all the different sort of podcast app thingies that you can listen to our show on. We've got a link to our Patreon. We've got a link to our merch store. We've got a link to our other productions. Just go on there and give it a look-see, and tell your friends to go to micsandmonsters.com as well. Your parents, if they're not, if they like this kind of thing, your siblings, your pets, in case you want to give your dog a computer or a smartphone where he can hit the buttons with his paws or something, or your lizard. I have no idea what I'm talking about, everybody. In fact, I feel like right now you should probably stop listening, because I don't think I'm going to get any better.
at this. All music was written and produced by Marco Mazzei of Fallen Highway Studios, with additional music by Dark Fantasy Studio. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next time on Microphones and Monsters. Bye, everybody.